Oh my gosh, you can't see me. Hello. Okay. Hi, everyone. It is Jay Essence. I am going to big up the screen and I am here to give you another COVID update on Rwanda flying in and all of these things. It's still a monitored situation here in Rwanda, but I am here for the updates. First and foremost, shout outs to everyone who is my cousin connection. There are a couple of changes coming, but baby, it's all good. But for our VIP and family members, I hope to see you in our monthly gathering. We have monthly gatherings where we come together as a family and we try out different restaurants or just kind of visit out different places. And we're going to be at, you don't get to know. There's a special email that goes out to those members with their invite and RSVP. So I cannot wait to see you at one of these rooftops out here. And it's going to be glorious and spectacular. And absolutely love to be able to come together and hang out as family. For everyone else who don't know about My Cousin Connection, www.mycousinconnection.com, we are pretty much the premier location to find out any and everything about Rwanda, especially when it comes to moving and relocating and all that other stuff. Now, heads up, My Cousin Connection is going to have a sister website very very soon. So shout outs to everybody doing that work. And you'll find out, I promise you, probably like June 1st. That's going to be the key thing. We have a June 1st launch of something, and My Cousin Connection turns 1 on July 1st. And we're going to be doing a whole bunch of things. Now, I'm also kind of procrastinating because I'm pulling up our documents, and we have information about, like I said, our updates, and I'm going to see if we can do it. Here's the biggest thing. Before I read it, I'm going to sit there and say, I'm going to take out time right now to try to answer the most questions I've received regarding COVID vaccinations in the last 3 months or so. There's a monthly update all the time, and the biggest buy y'all pie, how you like me, ma'am, announcement is no more mandatory mask wearing. Let me go ahead and back up and rewind that one. No more mandatory mask wearing needed in Rwanda at this time. Let's read this out. For the record, this is coming from the Office of the Prime Minister. Let me tell you. So I'm going to let you know there is a Twitter account, which is the Office of the Prime Minister. Don't go to what your mama said, what your friend said, what you thought you heard, or anything else like that. Get the information from the source, which is the Office of the Prime Minister, the Twitter accounts. Now, one thing that I will say is that Twitter is a big deal here in Rwanda. That is where you're getting a lot of your official announcements, your official conversations. For people who are having trouble kind of like communicating with Liquid or even RIB, you tweet them, you at them, like you add a player. And when you add a player, it gets answered. Like it's better than customer service. Like if you have a question, now let me stop and say, don't throw that out there if you haven't done the legwork. But like immigration, anything, you add a player. When you add them, it's real. It's real. It's like meet me outside. Like I said, I had said. So pay attention to Twitter. It's a big deal out here. Let's go. On Friday, May 13th, 2022, His Excellency, the President of Republic of Rwanda, chaired a cabinet meeting in the Gario village. You know I'm going to mess that one up. Number 1, the cabinet approved the resolutions of the previous meeting that was held on April 9, 2022. Number 2, the cabinet reviewed the existing health measures regarding COVID-19. Bold, this is new. All measures remain in effect and will be reviewed after 1 month upon a health assessment. Citizens and Rwandan residents must be fully vaccinated in order to access public places, including public transport. Fully vaccinated is the defined meaning of having 2 doses and a booster when eligible. And the booster is administered 3 months after the second dose. So let me go ahead and go back because this is one of the first questions we get. Citizens of Rwanda. Citizens. So there's like 2 things here that you can have. You can have a visa or you can have a permit. So when we turn around and say visa, that kind of gets confused. You can have a visa or a permit. A permit, when you're living on a permit, you become and have a residency here. Your permit is if you have like your business, if you're working for, agriculture, if you're doing that. If you're on the 10-year visa, you're on a visa. You're still technically a visitor. You are not a resident. So you are not necessarily underneath that same compliance. It is not unless you are a citizen. Okay. Citizens must be fully vaccinated in order to access public places. These are not visitors. These are not your tourists. These are not people who are coming to visit. I'm going to go ahead and give this side note right now. There is no requirement for any vaccination if you are coming in on a tourism type deal. And I say any because I'm throwing in yellow fever as well. It's not a mandatory vaccination unless you've been to a specialized country. And trust me, you ain't been there. There's a list of them there. The COVID-19 vaccination is not a mandatory in order to come to Rwanda. Number 1, read the details. Number 2, don't believe me, call the embassy. Number 3, part of my cousin connection is helping cousins come in and get acclimated, which means that I'm pretty much meeting a new cousin every week. I know who's been vaccinated. I know who's not been vaccinated. Every cousin has been let in. Every cousin has been let in. So there you go. Let's go back to reading. A, arriving passengers at Kigali International Airport must present a negative rapid test, not a PCR. Rapid test taken 72 hours prior to departure. That's a big deal. Rapid test. An additional rapid test will be taken upon arrival at your own cost. So that's a change from the PCR to the rapid. I don't know the financial change. It should be just a $10 test, but I don't know that because I'm not in the airport to know that. But that's a big difference. Departing passengers at Kigali International Airport must present a negative rapid test or PCR test. It depends on the requirements of your destination. Okay. And it's taken 72 hours before your departure. All departing Rwandans, Rwandan nationality, must be vaccinated. Okay. C, give it to you. Wearing face mask is no longer mandatory. However, people are encouraged to wear masks indoors. The public is urged to frequently get tested while continuing to observe preventative measures. Okay. 3, the cabinet approved a budget framework. I'm telling you this because we went from 2 to 3 pages of COVID regulations to a paragraph, like literally 3 bullet points, A, B, C. For those who've been following, child, we was in A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I. We was down in the Z's, giving you rules and regulations. We ain't even there no more. We got A, B, and C. So let me help you. Ooh. Yes, so the rest of the things are just about them moving and growing. High commissioners, honorary council, some change positions, A lot of change, positions and new appointments, and a lot of people's names I can't say. So that's it. So let me go back to like answering some questions that y'all are imaginarily giving me. No, masks are not mandatory to do. We'll see what it's like. We'll see what it's like. I'm gonna say, while I say things have been kind of lax here, I want to be able to honestly say that they've done a really good job of nipping things in the bud. We don't really talk about, we don't have COVID numbers like that anymore. I'm actually going to see if I can pull up RBC. That's who else you look at, because they still are giving the daily updates on how many cases there were. And I actually looked like a week ago, baby. Nobody. That's how many cases we had. Nobody. So let me see where it is. This is them talking about the new information here. Oh, here it is. Child, let me go ahead and pull it up. How many confirmed cases did we have? 9. 3 are symptomatic, 6 are not symptomatic. In the last 7 days, 59 people, no deaths, nobody hospitalized. This is how many tests have been conducted. And we are at over 9 million people. Is that the right number? Yeah, have been vaccinated. Yeah, that's a technical. This is the first dose. 9 million have received first dose. About 8.5 have received second dose. About 4.3 million have received all 3 doses. And then where's my next one? The 9 cases, 7 are in Kigali City, Jakinki. Those are like a kinky. Has 1, and Rabuvu. I'm getting better. No, I'm not getting better. Has 1. That's it. That's COVID. That's the COVID update. So I'm going to say it again. You do not need to be vaccinated to come in. You do need to show a COVID test. It can be rapid at this point, so you're not having to go to the PCR. Even departing, you can depart now on a rapid COVID test. It does not have to be a PCR unless the destination that you're going to is requiring for it to be a PCR. What else can I say? I'm trying to figure out the questions. Like, I normally have all the questions that you guys ask me, like all day. Do you need to be vaccinated to enter your restaurants or whatever else like that? It is asked that you are vaccinated to enter restaurants and go into those places. There's really good rules. Like for instance, I know I'm going to Ball. They do a really good job of telling you the requirements if you're supposed to go. And like for us with Ball, like if there's a concert or something and it requires, there's rapid testing like right there at the door. Like when you get in the club, to get in, what was the song, like meet me out the club, whatever, they be having right there like a swab, like swab, get in, player, swab, get in, player. So it's really, really good on that. Yeah, I'm not going to say too much more because it's there. Like, what else is there to say? Definitely, like I said, for those people who are looking to relocate to Rwanda. Teachable.com is still up. Take advantage of it while it's still there. Part of that gets you into the My Cousin Connection, where we're giving you all the opportunities that you need to know. We're telling you about the holidays. We're telling you about all of these other things. I really don't have too much to say. That's it. That's it. If you have any additional questions, I'm going to tell you. I will try my best to get to them. I am really, really behind. I think there's going to be another update probably in a week, so I could tell you where J Essence has been. I will turn around and say, if you don't see people uploading videos, baby, they doing things in this world. So I am doing some major things in this world. I believe in being out. If you want to get your t-shirt, get it at yourcousinconnection.com and doing what we need to do. Email me, text me, do whatever, give a sister a cup of coffee. But I am going to be honest with you. Major moves are happening and being made. And I am just, this is the honest part for those who are listening. Thank you for listening. I am, whew, I am going on, I'm definitely a year and a half here, almost going on 2 years. It was really invigorating to get my visa. Shout out to Hatima Farms. I did it underneath that. I got cleared for 2 years and the business is moving and booming and we have things to do. So if you're watching my Instagram feed, we're, am I updating on there? No, I'm trifling, but we are building. I am in the midst of building our SOS house, and then now into the hutch, and we're moving the rabbits. Also, in the meantime, there's been other moves being made. So your girl is like pushing out 3 to 4 businesses, and this is the part where it really takes the work. In the same aspect, shout outs to me. I actually got a job I love. I'm working remotely, and so I'm having to do the things that I need to do there. And it's absolutely a godsend and blessing. And I say very importantly how much it is important to keep the income in. There's also been a lot of cleaning up. Like this is the cleaning up and the year of attainment and taking care of, I got to say this correctly because not everybody, God gave me a circle. I'm honoring that circle. And I'm sometimes, I'm going to have to close that circle a little bit because I need to make sure that I do what has been tasked to me to do. If I expand that circle way too much, I realize that my energy and everything goes towards helping the outside and I don't take care of what I've been tasked to do. I need to take care of what I've been tasked to do. The people who love me authentically and the people who take care of the vision, the people who love me so much, they take care of me because they know there's a bigger vision. Though those people and the circle must be protected, and so I must protect myself. It's kind of like when people talk about, is your cup overflowing? Your cup can overfloweth, but if you can't drink or hold the cup, it's overflowing and you a hot mess. And that's really bad. I don't know. That was such a bad analogy. And like I said, I'm talking in parables and secrets and everything, but it's going to come. I promise you, because here's the thing that I really want to say. I do 100% try to be authentic. I do think that in this YouTube world, you don't really get to know people. And I've tried to always be myself. And so I am going to sit there because there is a percentage of people who love hearing what needs to be heard. I'm not here to fight. I'm not here to argue. I'm just here to tell you my truths. And in that, I want to be able to tell you the whole truth. What I probably should do, so shout outs, probably do this last day in May, is I'll probably do a private Zoom session and just let everybody who wants to talk and do a Jay says. That was on my to-do list. So I might do that because I want to be able to talk freely. And in my Zoom sessions, that really does happen. And I respect everybody for doing that. So if you want to be part of the Jay Says, make sure you're following me on J Essence Journey. And I'll definitely be posting that out because that's the best way to make anything happen. That's real. Peace out. Bye.